Okay, so welcome Kak Rachmat Anggara to our all hands meeting at 28 March 2023. Previously, it is our all hands intro that showing our company actually as hospitality services. So without any further ado, let's jump to our weekly inspirational speaker. Here is Kak Rachmat Anggara as the CEO and co-founder of Qasir.id. First of all, let's take a look at the Kak Rahmat inspiring journey. He has a lot of journey actually. If I'm looking at his LinkedIn, first he started his journey at Mutiara Bank as the account officer at 2009, and then he continued his journey at British Century Dynamic Drilling as a tax and audit junior accountant at 2010, and then promoted as management accountant at 2012, and then he moved to Routledge, Indonesia at 2014 as a senior accountant, and then continuing his journey at the end of 2014 as the KS drilling accountant at 2014. And then at 2015, he make a startup, Qasir.id, and then he continued to be an employee at Alami Sharia, to manage partner at 2017, and right now, besides being a CEO, he also working as a business advisor at batas.co.id. It looks like that he is an excellent at accounting and business. So, looking at his inspiring journey, actually we have some question here, Kak Rahmat, to answer by you. Taking a look at your journey, what made you finally decide to get out of your comfort zone? Because previously you're becoming an employee, and right now you're becoming a CEO, an entrepreneur. It's actually such a big decision because a lot of things need to be considered. So we're curious about what is your decision, what is your consideration to be an entrepreneur?
All right. Thank you, Sinta. First of all, I want to thanks to you guys to inviting me, especially Jing, for re-inviting me here. And hopefully you are in a good condition because it's Ramadan. Everyone is fasting, and hopefully everyone in stay healthy. So yeah, of course, Furkan also, and because he's always remind me about joining this event. So this is a great event, I think. So I want to answer this question. Yeah, actually, the hardest part to become entrepreneur. It's not how you running the business. It's how you going out get out or from your comfort zone. It's the hardest part actually, because I was work at around 5 to 6 years in the company, but what makes me decide to be an entrepreneur, it's when I'm working, I just wondering what if I do this for the next 15 or 30 years. Like my dad, it's only work in one company. It's called Bank Mandiri. It's been he's been working for almost 30 years, never get out, never resign, and until his in pension date on the pension year in 2017. So I just wondering what happened if I just doing become the employee. I'm not meaning the employee is bad, yeah, but I have a mission. I have a dream that the big dream that I cannot afford if I only become an employee for 15 or 30 years. So I decide to do something different to break my comfort zone. And yeah, and then I think if I become the entrepreneur, I can make a big impact to citizen, to all people actually. Because if you become an entrepreneur, you will have your you can support your partners, you can support your employee, you can support the environment and everything. And the most important one is actually the time. Yeah, we can, being an entrepreneur, you can have more time, more flexible time. But I was hoping that I will have more time to do everything in outside the working hours. Yeah, but actually becoming an entrepreneur, you don't have any time to break, to rest. But yeah, this is what I choose to be an entrepreneur.
Okay, so basically, Kak Rachmat Anggara is love to be challenged, and it also can become an insight, an input for us that if we want to grow, we have to get out from our comfort zone to have a lot of experience and be more helpful to others. So, such a good answer, Kak Rachmat. It's really inspiring for me personally. And then the next one, I want to ask about what is the most unforgettable moment during your journey at Qasir.id that you give us tips and on developing a business. But before you answering this question, I want to give a little information for everyone here that actually Qasir has been used by 1 million users in 414 cities and helped to 12,000 micro entrepreneurs evolve into small business in the past few years. It's a good achievement from Qasir. Give applause, guys, for Kak Rachmat Anggara as the CEO. And then I'll give you the time to answer the question, Kak Rachmat.
Yeah. Sorry. The question is this one. It's just the unforgettable moment. Yeah. First time, of course, when I resigned from my previous company, it's one of the, because I break my comfort zone. I was working at, as you know, the as drilling. It's a drilling company in Singapore. I decided to do Qasir, and the second one, it's the most unforgettable moment. It's when in 2017, Qasir needs to we run out of cash actually, and we have around 20 people there back then, and we don't have any cash to pay them for the salary. So I just me and my partner, Novan, we both just sold our house, and that money we use for paying our team so they can still continue. We can still operate for 3 months, and after that, but in the fourth month, we finally get the investment, so we can continue the operation of Qasir. So and still growing till now. Yeah, that's the two moments of that I cannot forget about.
It's a pretty sad story, I guess, yeah. And showing that becoming a CEO is not that easy. We have a big responsible to manage. And I think that's all question for me. Maybe, Mr. Jing, if you have a question.
Wow. Mr. Rachmat, it's good to have you back. And once again, Mr. Rachmat was one of our speakers at the last BVE talk, and he contributed so much knowledge, pearls, and wisdom, I recall. I have a fun question here. How much do you think is being, let's say, a leader and an entrepreneur an internal struggle versus an external struggle? Like I'm thinking this moment where you have to decide to sell your house, right? Like you must be going through such a salad of emotions at the moment, right? You're like all these things are happening. And over time, do you find yourself like being able to manage, let's say, the conflict inside your own mind better as you become an entrepreneur?
Yeah. That's the good question actually. So actually the condition was I sold, me and my partner sold our house first. Yeah, we sold our house for about 1 or 2 years lah. And after 2 years, we get the money, but in the next month, Qasir in that condition, so we need to decide, and we talk each other, and because we have belief, see, actually, we have belief that this company will be big. It's not only it's Qasir is not only about our house, but we can bring another house for SME. We can bring a million impact. So basically, what we believe is the impact. We believe that this company will give an impact, the big impact, not only for us, but for all the SME and all
Correct.
so it's you need to think about what is the impact for what you believe.
Correct. And oftentimes, Mr. Rachmat, I find that to be actually the most interesting thing about leading is that you have all the information that that tells you it won't work, right?
Yeah.
And but what I'm hearing is like you have to have faith in that it's going to work eventually, right? That this mission that you're aiming for is going to you're going to be able to buy 10 houses, I guess, right? When the mission succeeds. So would you say that stubbornness, that belief in that final impact, that outcome is such an important part of what gets us as entrepreneurs through the most difficult situations?
Yeah. At the very first, the answer is not about only about the being an entrepreneur. It's you need to if you believe you can solve the pain point, you can be helpful for support for everyone. That's what we believe that it will be work. Yeah, we just need to learn about everything, and the financial, the marketing, and everything. But the very first time, it's what the pain point that you solve in the market.
Got it. Okay. Very, very inspirational. Wow. And you convinced your co-founder to also sell their house. That's pretty incredible. That's not just that's not just you. That's people doing that. Okay.
It's a coincidence where we both sold our house in the same month, and I told him that hey, I just sold my house. Finally, it's sold. You know, hey, me too. Okay, good. And then in the next month we talk each other again. I think we need to use our money to pay this. Okay, but only we can afford only for 3 months, and after that it failed. Yeah, we just lose everything. But thank God. Yeah, we still believe in God that will help us if we have good vision. We have our mission is to help people. So I believe the universe will help us all as well.
Absolutely. Very, very. No, I think it takes a lot of courage to do that. I've never had to sell my house for the company yet, but I think it takes a lot of courage, and I think actually being on the brink of bankruptcy is actually the getting out of your comfort zone. But it's also, I think, a necessary decision to make as an entrepreneur. You have to be willing to risk it all. Otherwise your chairmanship will flip over. Okay. All right. No, really amazing. Thank you, Mr. Rachmat, for coming again to inspire us.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for the question. I think that's all for the questions, Kak Rachmat. Before you go, I want to show this, Sichuan, and terima kasih. Thank you, Kak Rachmat, for sparing your time here with us to sharing your inspirational story. You can stay here if you want to stay to see the rest of our meeting, but if you have another things to do, you can leave from this meeting.
Yeah, I think I have something to do. I have work to do. So I just want to thanks to James, Furkan, and Sinta
Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully this story can help us. So I just want to close with the statement that Indonesia still have still needs more entrepreneurs. So
Yes.
if you become the entrepreneur, you will help the stakeholders. I mean, you will help the suppliers, you will help the employee and family. You do one more. You only do one thing. Become an entrepreneur, but you can give an impact to a lot of people. This is the domino impact. So, and I believe in 5C to do to become the great entrepreneur. He is consistent. So if you consistent, you will different with the other people that maybe smarter than you and richer than you. But if you consistent, you will become success. The second one is commitment. If you have commitment, you need to do all out of your job, your work. And the third one, it's also the most important thing, it's connections. Most of people have a smart brain and have the money, but they don't have any connection. They don't cannot do anything. The fourth one is collaboration. You don't have to do everything by your own. Find a partner. Find a partner that can know. They can fill your whole your weakness. It's collaboration. And the fifth one, the last one is the most important thing. Jing. It's concrete. If you doing everything, you know everything. You know. You have connection, you have money, you have partner collaboration, you have consistent and commitment. If you don't have any concrete, you don't do that, it's nothing. So the concrete one is the most important thing. So that's all for me. Hopefully everything.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thank you, Kak Ahmad, for the closing statement for us. Okay, I think we can continue to the next section. If you want to leave, it's okay, Kak Ahmad. I'm gonna continue the rest.
Bye.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank
Kak
you
Ahmad.
again today. Thank you so much, Pak Rahmat.
Bye.
Okay, everyone, since we already doing our weekly inspiration, we're moving to vision and mission statement, moving to Mr. Jing.
Okay. Wow. That was really great. We get a lot of speakers from time to time, but Rachmat, having known him actually through the last BBE talk, is somebody I highly respect, and I think it's Furkan I actually know him pretty well. He used to Furkan interned at Rachmat's company at Qasir, and I would say that genuinely Rachmat believes in positively transforming people. He wants to make the world a better place, and I admire him so much for his courage, for his wisdom, for his vision, actually, his ability to see past the current problems and actually believe in something that hasn't happened yet. And I think that's what gives him his charisma and his power, actually. So no, thank you very much for bringing Rachmat back in. And what is okay? Sorry, I'm going to go off script a little bit and just kind of get on my soapbox here, right? What Rachmat said about entrepreneurship, I absolutely agree with. I think I know. Obviously, everybody works here as one of our employees, right? But if you ever decide to be an entrepreneur and do your own thing, don't be a stranger, right? Don't think that it's a bad thing. Don't think that you're turning your back against the company. I would fully support it. Okay, if you need funding or if you need wisdom or you want to borrow our connections to go and do your own thing, as long as you're not a direct competitor, and I mean, even if you're a direct competitor, I probably would still entertain the idea. And the reason is because one of the things that I'm particularly proud of, and Bayu and I have seen this happen many times, is that Bukit Vista is like one of the mother sauces on this island of Bali for property management, right? Like basically from our company came so many other companies that is giving people the opportunity to be an entrepreneur through managing properties, doing this intelligent Airbnb thing. I remember most of our competitors actually were either our employees or they were our students or people that we used to gather around to have discussions about this particular thing. And you know, the funny discussion is, are they competitors or not? And I don't actually think so. I think what we've done is we've actually created an industry here that didn't exist before. This idea of managing properties through a platform like Airbnb is something that is completely correct now. I can safely go back and look at the previous generation of people who used to do this particular work, and they don't exist anymore. Whereas the companies that took our business model actually are thriving at this point. So my main point is this. I remember a moment when I quit from one of the jobs I actually was really in love with at Amman. And I had a tough discussion with my boss, who I had a very close relationship with. His name was Rod. And I talked to one of my managers about, you know, I feel like it's time that I actually do my own thing. This job has gotten to kind of like the natural progression of where it should go. And what was funny was this, actually. I went up to Ron and I told him I want to be my entrepreneur. And he was sad at first, actually, because we had a very long and close relationship. But he understood because he was also an entrepreneur and he had done similar things. So anyway, my inspiration for everyone here is this, okay? Grow at Bukit Vista, develop what you can at Bukit Vista. And if you want to stay here forever, that's great. I'll be happy to employ the best of you for 30 years here too as well, like Rachmat said. But if you're ready to be an entrepreneur too as well, and you're ready to go out in the real world, don't be a stranger. Don't feel like, you know, that's a bad thing. Don't feel like, you know, you're once again turning your back against your team or your company. I fully want to be a person who enables more people to actually be entrepreneurs, because I know how difficult that journey can be, right? And I also know how rare it is to actually become that person who invests fully in your idea. And yeah, anyways, so okay, I'll get off my soapbox and get into the vision and mission statement, okay? Every now and then I do actually speak off script. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what's good over here. So I'll try to keep this kind of brief right now, but where did I go? Just lost my own statement here. Okay, give me a second and I'll find it. Okay. Anyway, update. So I'm not going to be here for tomorrow, Thursday, because I'll be going back to California to be, I guess, a dad to Eka, actually. So my daughter's been kind of over there by herself for a few months. After that, I'll probably be celebrating her 15th birthday in Mexico too as well. So I'll be gone for a few more days. Anyway, that's just an update about my availability. But let's talk about essentially what the vision and mission is. So celebrations, right, for accomplishing a goal. So look forward to having celebrations, Shaylin. I think we've already have some things planned in Bali, Bandung, Jakarta, Jogja. Okay, so let's get together and celebrate because we accomplished one of our semester goals in the last 6 months. So I think it's time to celebrate, which is great. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the Airbnb Insight dashboards. Now, I set the setting still to September 5th because we don't have a new goal yet, so I'm just kind of continuing our old goal. And I think it's also pretty interesting to see how well we've kept our consistency, okay? So anyway, check-in. Check-ins last week was 79.5. This week is actually absolutely the same. It's exactly at 79.5, so consistent on check-in quality. Communication last week at 76.3. This week, communication is at 76.3. Also exactly the same. So pretty consistent on communications. Accuracy. Last week, 72.1. This week at 71.9. Okay. Location. Last week, 70.5. This week, location is at 70.6. Next statistic, value. Last week at 67.7. This week at 67.7, same, unchanged. Cleanliness. Last week, 63.6. This week, we went up to 64. Okay, so improvements on cleanliness, which is always good. Overall score, last time we checked, 68.3. Last week, 68.3 with an overall score of 4.5, and that has actually remained the same. So same overall score and same 5-star ratings as the previous week. Now, we're going to set a new big goal, and Lilith and the business intelligence team is going to be working on it, so we'll declare that I hope by April 5th for the next semester. So it'll be April 5th until October 5th for the next semester goal. So overall rating for the hospitality score should be the same, 4.5 and 5-star percentage of 70%, so that we don't drop below that in terms of our goals for hospitality. But the revenue goal, we'll take a look at what's possible, what we want to achieve, and then go from there. Okay, that's my update for the current week. Let me pass it back over to Chinka.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now, because my time is already done, I'll move it to Vito to
Oh, sorry,
take the
Vito,
rest
yeah.
of the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Cinta. Cinta, can you please share screen?
Okay, wait a minute.
All right, everyone, let's move on to weekly mission inspiration. Started with from the guest side, actually, to Ardana. Is Ardana here? Calling once.
Yep. Hi, I'm sorry. Okay, so I have two stories, just short one. First of all, this has happened a few days ago. So there was an overbooking case with a guest called Grace Hillman in Putri Kelapa, which then we relocated to Brisk Homestay, and the whole relocation process was done while the guest was completely unreachable because she was still on the plane to Indonesia, and then Wismo actually waited up until the guest landed, or I don't know, around midnight, and then assisted her with the check-in. And then the second story is that we have helped arrange many surprises, which involve many special decorations for the past 2 weeks for a few guests, and then all of them were successful, and we might even have a new partnership with this decor company.
All right, great, Ardana. And then move to Kak Tandy.
Okay, thank you, Vito. Yeah, last week, WM team helped the undersupply guests for allocate to the football property. So yeah, last week there is one of the guests that miss hosting due the property is not available during renovation, but no one to inform the guest in the day. At the night, the guest contact the owner, and then the owner contact us, and I pick up the call. So the guests cannot stay in the midnight. So there is no room available in Uluwatu, all of our property, and for quickly. I offered the guest to stay in Villa Tupa for board, but only stay for in the one bedroom only. So I closed to other bedroom, and then yeah, it's turned out that the guest check in. So I assist the guest to give all the information by the video key box and then everything, and then also assist them to check in using the CCTV. So I talk in the CCTV, and then yeah, the guest says final check-in, and then in the end I keep in touch with the guests until they check out, and then they happy with our service, and then taking care of them. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kak Tandy. We move on to the partner side. To Johannes Wismo.
Yeah, for this week, Thea with and Ganesh and me interviewed and created the partner transformation sharing session on Kembang Kuning, and this content about sharing experience and change the behavior of the staff at Kembang Kuning from Linda, and we will sending to all partner via WhatsApp and upload on Instagram.
Oh wow, very charming, yeah, in Bali. So yeah, to technological innovation, maybe to Kak Fidi.
Right. For technological innovation for in booking management feature, this week's iteration, we solved several known issues such as booking.com multi-unit booking, which now has supposed to be have the correct booking value and unit assignment system. When previously instead of booking in bigger, we only contain the booking value and assignment for one unit. We also fixed the instance where Airbnb multi-unit booking yields zero booking earned. And for optimization, last week we forced you login for partner with old version of Bifigo with no stable notification and also email delivery. And yeah, it improved the adoption rate by a lot because it's of course they have to first re-login. So that's it from technological innovation.
Back to Vito.
Okay, thank you, Kak Vidi, for the updates. We move on to the company team and the company team target and achievement to Kak Kaila. Kak Kaila, the floor is yours.
Okay, good morning, Vito. Good morning, everyone. I hope we all are still in a good spirit today. Yeah. Okay. The first thing that we're going to look forward it is inspection of demand team, which practically will go or align with the current strategy that we have. Hopefully, this will enable us all to basically achieve the goals of the hospitality 5 stars, especially and the revenue target. The first one, this is the insight contributors is Mr. Jing, the revenue optimization through long-term inquiries. This one needs to be prioritized. So these days, we're getting more and more inquiries for the long-term stay. In the same time, we're also having more properties in our collection that allow long-term bookings. Considering that we're approaching the high season, we need to carefully consider these things. The first one is how to match up the product and demands that we have. And the second one is how to use the opportunities in order to optimize the revenue. The actionable for this one is actually for me to coordinate with the knowledge management required the supplier parts. This is between the BD and awareness, supervised by Mr. Jing. And the second one for Bella, to coordinate with the pricing strategy to optimize both opportunities, supervised by Kalilis. The second one is the partner's transformation through hero story. This is the example of this can actually be seen from Johannes' story before. So we discovered the positive transformation is not only obtained by enforcing warnings or punishments, but displaying act of positive transformations before, after stories. Hero stories can actually inspire partners. So the actionable for this one is to Johannes to coordinate with the BEI team regarding the list of property partners that can inspire the hero story. So please generate data from there. The second one to Mas Kenny to lead the awareness team to conduct the direction, the copywriting, shooting up to the publications. And the third one for me to discuss with Mr. Jing on how to put the cycle keeps on going. So we're not only stopping on 1-2 stories only, but it's on daily basis basically. The third one, this is from Mas Bayu. So we've been struggling with having one source of truth database when related to partners communications. We have so many communication channels, right? The AS1, AS3, WhatsApp from Moana, and partners engagement, so on and so forth. So currently, Mas Bayu is working on integrating all points of context through syncing the context with bigger database. So we need the team help, all of us basically that I'm going to announce later to support to get the milestone done in promptly manner. The first one to Kalilis to coordinate with the BI team to help support the data reliability through partners engagement. For me to coordinate with the community manager team and Wayana to help support through the BV inspector, IS1 and IS3 phone. For the details, I'll conduct the discussion later on Discord. Okay. So for the target, we still have the same March target, which is the $300,000 revenue and 70% 5-star rating and 4.5 overall rating. So what are our opportunities to achieve the revenue target and the 5-star rating? The first one, the revenue projection goes in the right directions. This is something that we didn't realize we have as one of our strengths, but we can actually put that out and get it into the selling point of our company. This is the product market fit thing. So we get a lot of good feedbacks regarding this one, and especially for the revenue projection, Mr. Jing and Cinta is working closely in order to optimize these sections. The second one is the revenue projection meeting with 4 Monkey House got a good impressions. We could project exactly the same price as the owner said first time they make the listing at Airbnb. So congratulations for both Mr. Jing and Cinta. The second one, this is that I discussed before on the weekly inspection, which is the long-term inquiries. As you can see, we have several inquiries asking for the long-term bookings, and we, in some time, we also have the supply for it. Basically, the outsourcing or the existing partners agree for the long-term booking. So the next question is how to optimize these opportunities and make it more sophisticated into our goals. All right. Moving on to the achievements, for the revenue achievement, we have achieved a total of $291,000 accumulated revenue so far in March. So we have less than 10,000, which is 8,000, around 8,000, almost 9,000 to go to achieve March revenue target. Hopefully, we'll be able to achieve that before the end of this month. We also have a good news in the number of booking pace because as of this week, the numbers increasing compared to this last 6 days, which is from 500 bookings to 511 is not many significant numbers, but actually works well to support the revenue. Okay, for the weekly quality and ratings achievements, this is not really good stories, but hopefully we'll be able to keep being on track. Compared to the previous performance, our ratings decreased to 69.6%, with both 5-star rating and overall rating decrease. For the 5-star rating, it's decreased from 71.7% to 69.6%, and the overall rating decreased from 4.58% to 4.55%. Okay, for the overall quality, we haven't really achieved for both, but hopefully we'll be able to still get on track and be able to achieve both the 5-star ratings and the revenue targets before the end of the month. Okay, that's all from me. Back to you, Vito. Thank you, Cinta, for helping me compiling the reports, and have a good day.
Okay, thank you, Helen, for the report for our company. Next to core value recognition, first from Mr. Jing to Kak Kaila. To Mr. Jing, please, sir.
Sure. Okay. I'd like to recognize Kyla for actually being transparent and having a growth mindset. The story kind of works like this. So during anybody's progression in a transformation process, you're going to essentially be dealing with a lot of, like I just said earlier with Rachmat, some internal struggles. Most of these struggles are sort of ignored, or people kind of put them aside. But Kyla actually brought them up, and she presented it before me, Mayu, and Lewis, which I think was a really good idea. And by speaking about it, I think she was demonstrating her willingness and also her readiness to become a student of leadership, which I think was inspirational. The reason I'm pointing this out is because anytime anybody is undergoing essentially a growth opportunity, it's going to feel weird. There's going to be things that are going to go on in your mind. And by, I think, speaking about it with people who have already experienced it, especially inside the company, is a really, really smart and emotionally intelligent thing to do. So anyways, I'm recognizing Kyla, but I'm hoping that this can also be an inspiration for everybody looking to positively transform and really develop their leadership persona. Okay, back over to Vito.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing. Next, from Kak Lilis to Jovanka. To Kak Lilis, please, Kak.
Thank you very much for being here. Sorry, I'm actually outside. Yeah, first I'd like to recognize Dira for being a very proactive teacher and dynamic pricing. She's actually expressing good discipline on being the executor and dynamic pricing and improving her efficiency. If you see the graph, the efficiency is improving by a lot week by week. So I'm really proud of her and would like her to continue progressing. That's for Dira. Um, I think I have another one, which is for Maria, Torik, and Rizky. They are really a good networking and prominent products, which is a very helpful tool for dynamic pricing executors in this case, and that improving efficiency and also effectiveness of our revenue growth in this case. There's so many products that they established this week. First is for the KPI evaluation, where we can understand the effectiveness of our promenade. And then second one is the more dynamic pricing suggestion, which one using the regression model that creates more on-point PED decision. And last one is easier tool to get us faster in setting up rates on Backstone for it's amazingly helpful for executors that help Dira increase the efficiency by a lot. So congratulations for the prominent team. And last one is for Bella and Gela, which is the partner engagement team, where they actively producing reports to partner, which is using video as well as contacting through WhatsApp. If you're curious, you can see the video over there. So it's improved the quality of relationship engagement and also strategy delivery. And that's basically great. Thank you very much for inspiring delight our partners and keep our relationship on point. That's it from my side. Thank you very much, Tito.
Okay, thank you, Kak Lilis. Please give a reaction, everyone, to everyone recognize. And I think the last one is from Kak Gani to Adil. To Kak Gani, the floor is yours, Kak.
Okay, good morning everyone. So I'd like to recognize Adil for being never settle and don't assume use data. So Adil using technology ChatGPT to help us discover new potential long-term keyword for Bali property market. And wait a minute. Can you back? Yeah, and then we never settle on SEO strategy. Therefore, we need to keep looking for new potential keyword in order to catch bigger market. This is our biggest opportunity so far, and this is absolutely a new innovation. So the takeaways here is take advantage of new technology for your daily work, and double check with the credible source, and then decide the next action. I hope this good culture spread out to the entire team, so we are always ahead in the market. Yeah, back to Vito.
All right. Thank you, Kak Gani. Please, everyone, give a reaction to everyone who get recognized to our core value. And next, we will move on to the announcement first before we go to the personal updates, since I think it's a pretty important announcement from Kak Shelin. To Kak Shelin, yes, Kak.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Vito. So, two announcements actually for today. And the first one is actually on the employee journal evaluation. So, if you see the link over there for more details. So, previously we have started this using new method of evaluation to the leaders the last month. And from this month onwards, we're going to apply this like step by step to everyone else, basically. So the evaluation method, if you can see in the attachment over here, it will be based on these things. So instead of process project leadership, the one that you are already familiar with, we're going to do this instead. So some of you will be graded on these metrics. So visionary, upper management, knowledge management, sub-supervision strategy, as well as operations. Do take note that there are 6 variables in total, and it may not apply accordingly to everyone. So let's say maybe for employee A, only the sub-supervision and strategy will apply, and then the others are not so. So it will be a more customized approach according to everyone's like your skill sets or even your expertise, even your potential in this case. So we try to make this more customizable to everyone as well to ensure that you are graded accordingly to your own strength. So yeah, for more details, can check the link there, yeah, guys. Thank you. And another thing is that the second one on kepastian cuti bersama. So I believe the past weekend there's this keributan juga in social media on this like cuti bersama thingy, right? So it was actually originally dated from 21st to 26th of April, but recently the government decided to extend it from like 19th to 25th. So it's actually adding one more day for the cuti bersama. But there is actually no official letter yet, say, for this change. So we are going to still follow the original dates, unless if there's any updates that, yeah, we'll announce it to everyone as well. So one more additional thing about this cuti bersama, right? So I believe everyone here also understand the industry that we are doing is in the hospitality industry, and it operates like, we basically operates the whole year, right? 365 days in a year. So I'd like to tell everyone over here that we seek your understanding as well, that there might be chances of you to still work during Lebaran, unless you are celebrating Lebaran then. Yeah, basically you may take your day off, right, accordingly, like to celebrate it with your family and relatives. And for everyone over here, I'd like to say that kindly arrange your schedule with your team accordingly, yeah, for the Lebaran arrangement.
And for those who are not celebrating Lebaran, we can have your public holiday off taken up until May if needed. Because normally, you need to take it during the same month, right? In this case, so we can have that arrangement as well. You can have a few extra day off in May. Yeah. Okay, so that's a little bit on the announcement. And one last thing before I forget. Sorry, Vito. I think some of you may have noticed that Bisma, part of our hosting team, he has basically finished his trainee period in Bukit Vista. And after the evaluation has been done by the leaders, basically there's an agreement, there's a decision that Bisma didn't actually pass his probation period. So he actually has finished his employment in Bukit Vista, and you may still see him around as of now because there's actually a couple of things, access removal that needs to be done, say, from our side. So just want to let everyone know as well on that. Okay, that will be all from my side. Thank you, and I'll give it back to Vito.
All right, thank you, Kak Shirin. Let's move on to our personal updates. We have 8 minutes left. The question of the week is: if you are the CEO of Bukit Vista, what direction you will do differently? This question regarding our inspirational speaker from the business side. And first, to Mr. Jing.
I would listen harder to my guest partners and employees.
All right, thank you.
That was my opinion.
To Kak Gani.
Hire CRM expert, expand new market, and then branch the services.
All right, that's the idea. Maybe this idea can be used to our company. Yeah. And then to Kak Wei.
Doing innovation without leaving the traditional way of hosting.
All right, thank you. To Adil.
I love to target more property developers by selling property service and manage property complexes rather than individual property.
I see. To Kak Furkon.
Okay, for me, maybe I will construct a concrete management team and develop a clear chain of command, and then form weekly managerial meeting teams to ensure all the teams here is leading to our goals.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Kak. To Hafiz.
From me, I think expand area of service, maybe near Labuan Bajo area.
All right, to expand our market. Yeah. To Ganesh.
Listen more to input from the property owner.
To the property owner. All right, to Kak Kaila.
Be more strict on qualities rather than quantities from the very first time they first prospect touch point, nurture the way they onboarded, property and partners quality, and advanced hospitality service. If we may also add the advice from expert on each field. Thank you, Vito.
Okay, I see. To Moayana.
For me, have a leader density that capable manage team and coordinate with each other leader, create a strategy for company-wide support mission and mission for long term. So.
Okay, thank you to Moayana. To Erika.
For me, nggak usah dibuka gambarnya. For me, to create and maximize the monthly rent opportunity, improve the current long-term pitch, and be more user-friendly and more options. And then the second one is to create a signature for all villa managed by Bukit Vista to increase awareness.
I think that's a great idea, Erika. To Cynthia, yeah, I will read it for her. I'm constantly finding ways to improve how we can optimize workflow and become more efficient. All right, to Mahesi.
Yeah, so first is by we build new villa so we can manage it ourselves, and then we can send it to our leads that we have our own villa. And for the second, invest more in employees, especially for PM to engage more with our property partner or owner. And the third one is have a collaboration with a developer to build our own villa complex project.
Oh, I see. To Pandu. Is Pandu here? All right, I'll read for him. Single-handedly doing reservation and still managing to convert accepting trip requests without overbooking. And to Kak Tendi.
Make management for each category property since each partner, guest, and property needs different treatment. Thank you.
I see, I see. To Kak Shalin.
Okay, for myself, probably 2 points. So invest more in employees. So like ensuring quality as well as the rewards and recognitions, and perhaps expansion. Yeah. So that's for me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you to Beli Ketut.
Ya, berkomunikasi dan bertemu langsung dengan partner untuk kerjasama berkelanjutan.
Okay,
Terima
to
kasih.
partner side ya. Great. All right, to Sarah.
Okay, I give two inputs here. From the employee related stuff, I think it would be great if we can like engage more in employees' well-beings. And then for operation related, I agree mostly with Kak Felix's input, but you can see nanti in the down part. But I think we can also like Bukit Vista is all about innovation, and I think we can enforce that on our partners as well. Like for example, for check-in instructions or other things related to guests, I think we can also involve them with innovations and tech stuff.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. To Ardana.
Can you scroll up a bit? Okay. So yeah, here's just some wishful thinking, but here's my 2 cents. I think it would be nice to combine theoretical and practical training for better employee retention and not relying like 100% to reading materials only. Especially for ops team, it will help a lot in maintaining like good SLA and rating, as only well-trained hosts are handling the guests. And then I probably will give menstrual leave for women employees, and based on the law and regulations, 7-hour shift for 6 working days per week or 8-hour shift for 5 working days per week.
Okay, thank you for your input, Ardana. So we have 2 minutes left. So yeah, everyone, please take a note with the time. To Kak Bayu.
For me, not too far from what we are doing right now. So, but more focus on the thing that we can scale and reduce the thing that we cannot scale. Also improve the employees so they will make the partners work easier. If partner works is easier, then they will help the guests better. If the guests better, then our work also easier as well.
All right. Thank you, Kak Bayu. So to Kak Nadia, invest more on quality employee, listen deeper to partner and guests. To me, I believe in our Airbnb metrics, the cleanliness always be the lowest, and of course, I want to increase that metrics no matter what. Because if I was the guest, I want to clean villas, right? And the next one is discuss with the team to expand our market areas and maybe for fun company trip. Yeah, to Abam, maybe improving the technology side like the apps, and to Dewa maybe.
For me, what's the little details for our weakness, then fix it. Just thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dewa. To Kak Fidi.
From my side, first make the structure composition of the company to be thicker in the hosting and partner management. Second, refinement and stabilization of core feature before jumping to new territory. And third remark that I want to put is what's interesting is I don't have to be CEO to do things I want to change in the company. That's why it's still interesting here. So yeah, those two are just the one that probably there are disagreements between my opinion and probably the CEO's opinion. But yeah, the others just do it right.
Yeah. Great input, Kak Fidi. To Kak Fidi. Maybe Cinta, because we are running out of time. Maybe to the attending person. To Marcel.
Oh, provide hospitality services such as cleanliness team, maybe an on-site host, so we can sell that as an extra services, not only marketing, or something like that.
Right. Thank you, Marcel. To Rafiq.
Tackle the challenge of properties around Jakarta and Bandung because I believe it has a lot of potential.
All right, Jakarta and Bandung. To Tariq.
From my side, maybe always try to scale the companies up, but also most importantly, ensures that the scaling process is always being accommodated with the whole team capabilities.
And to Maria.
Encourage consistency in projects or ops more before experimenting new innovations, and then balance out the number of people included in each team. Have people making sure all have their own responsibilities accordingly to their strengths.
Thank you for the input. To Jovanka.
From me, recommend all the team to work on site and engage with partner, guests, and other employee. Also, we can learn and work together so that the teamwork feels different.
All right, thank you. And to our host, Cinta.
Okay, for me personally, get a time together, all the team together in person, offline to strengthen relationship and a sense of belonging to support one another. Thank you.
And lastly, to Rizky Arif.
Maybe I'm the same like Cinta and Dira. Yeah, I want to give a chance for the team to come on site.
Oh, I see. Thank you. So maybe that's it for all hands. We're truly sorry for 2 minutes of our time. So yeah, I think that's it for all hands. Thank you for coming. And maybe the closing statement will be delivered by Cinta. To Cinta.
Okay, thanks everyone for coming. Good luck for those who are fasting today. May it be smooth until your iftar. Bye bye guys.
All right. Thank you, everyone. So have a great day.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.